Hey folks, welcome back to Bama Florence and Venezuela's. You're back with your host Nick. This used to be the Nick the Forester YouTube channel. I'm Nick the Forester. I work in the timber business as a consultant forester, but I like to dabble off in these vintage and performance saws. Topic of tonight's video, we're getting back into our Husqvarna 1100 rebuild. If you followed the channel for a while, you know we have put new crank and new bearings in this block. We split it, put a new gasket in between them, and got some new AV mounts. I say new, they're old, but they're new for this saw. These were all torn up, so I put some new ones in it. Yeah, all of them are new. In there, put a new buffer mount under here because we had a bad vibration, really bad vibration. So hopefully we're trying to alleviate that. And I'm about to put the handle back in before we start putting the cylinder and everything back on. So my cylinder bolts. Slide those over here for now. See if we can get this sucker to line back up for us. It's a little wonky. Let me go ahead and throw that in there. See if we can get this thing to go like we need it to. So it can be a little wonky. We gotta get our fellow rod in the right spot. Hopefully, yeah, it didn't come off. That's good. See if we can get her to slide down into place. Also getting that guy up and this guy go in place. See if we can get her. See, I know it can be a little bit of a pain. Something like that. Then throttle rod. She appears to be good. Looks like that's sealing up against that. Our vent's good. Gotta get the rest of our fuel line up. And pinch the fuel line a little bit there. What we got going on here? There you go. I pinched it a little bit. Let's get this rubber to seal again. There we go. See, I'll have to put you on later, but I think that's got pretty well covered. Let's see. Except I believe this got to come forward just a bit. Line up with that hole. Maybe touch up and touch back. Up a little bit more. That gets that guy lined up. This first one down here. Grab my T-handle. Is this fella? Ooh, no, too big. One down. That little guy? Nope, it was. Hope y'all can see this. Sorry, I'm reaching over here. But yeah, it was that guy. See if we can get this guy started and we'll work on our other side. Come on. Just gotta work it around till you get it right. Let's see. We gotta come up a little bit. Too far. Now we gotta go back. That should be, I say that. That should be it right about there. Let's try that again. She caught that time. Alright, we're not gonna put that one fully in until we get this guy over here started. Let's see, that one's pretty close. See how she comes along. Hopefully she'll be pretty well lined up for us. I believe it is. Won't finish putting that one on until we get the rest of them. This one looks like she needs to come back just a little bit. I'm gonna take this guy and see if I can get it down in there. There she goes. I believe that's got her. I'll know within a second. Nope. There she is. You'll know. Yep. She started tightening up. Spin her on around. We got one down here. And one up here. See if we can get her. Yep, just gotta go like that. Come on. Gotta get this guy a little bit further down back here. I think that's got it. Yep, make sure we got this guy in line. I believe we do. We do. Come back to this side. Got one last one right up here. And it looks like it's pretty well in place. So, tighten that sucker on down. Go around tightening them up. Come on now. There she is. Give them a little torque. A little torque. How I feel about that crank seal. She looks a little bit cockeyed. That one's a little bit suspect, but we'll see when we get it all back together. I got a new pressure tester coming because my old one broke. I don't think I've ever shown y'all that on camera, but it broke, and it was just one of them Amazon ones, so ordered another one. There you go. There we go. Now we're all tightened up. Alright. I cleaned my cylinder up. Yeah, I cleaned the base here up. I got to, I guess we could go ahead and put the coil and whatnot on. Go ahead and get the coil ran so we ain't got to fight that. Let me grab that. Let's see. Sorry y'all, I got my box. Let me move my box. I got it on the right side, y'all. A little bit back over here so I can actually see what I'm working with. That's one. That's one. Now, where'll be my little bitty screw that holds this retainer on? Probably end up finding it somewhere where it's supposed to be. quite sure where it went. And grab another. I was just talking about the little retaining screw that goes in right there. I'll find another one. Let's go ahead and put this module back on. Get our wires ran. Like that. Gotta get this guy up to there. At the same time, gotta get that grommet through. Set that down. Gonna hang that right there. Let's work this little grommet back through. It's a split grommet, but I like putting them in first. Come on. Pain to get in there. Sometimes take flathead. Usually like to get one side started. I'll take a fairly dull flathead. That one will work. Work one side in. Work some more. Go back to your other side. Work that side in, and she'll pop right in. I think we gotta pull a little bit through this. Get this guy on there. But that's how she goes. She goes down something like so. There she is. That does her right there. Take 2 bolts. Say that. These are supposed to be them, but they may not be. I look back in my pile. Been so long since I worked on this thing. Now I gotta find what I did with them. Those weren't down. They're a lot smaller, I do remember. Let me see if I can find where I put them, and I'll bring y'all right back. Hey folks, we're back. I found them. I put them in a plastic baggie so I wouldn't lose them. And then what I do, I forgot where I put them. So that should fit it. So I had to go back through my old video and find where I set them. I left them up here on the bench. I just set them out of the way. So that one's in. Grab our other one. Go ahead and set her in. Get these bad boys locked down. Should be plenty tight. Go back this side. Plenty tight. Then we got our little screw. This fella, let me pop him out of the way. For this little guy, I bet it done slid all the way. Yeah, it did. Slid down here. Let me see if I can get it pop up here. Come on. There it is. There we go. There we go. Get that little guy You gotta take this little BL screw right here. Try to see if I got a small enough screwdriver here to put it in. Get it to go through here. Oop. And she fell down in it. Let's see. There she goes. I'm gonna turn it up like this so I can see it. So we gotta get you into that wire in that pocket. And take this little screw here. Ain't no good way to do this. Not with my fat fingers. Probably should have done it before I put that, let's go through that hole. See if I can pull it up a little bit and get it to go through the retainer first. Go through the top. Let's get through the bottom. Easier said than done. And it popped out and hit my foot. But I seen where it went. It's right here. I know y'all ain't be able to see this very well, so I'm sorry about that. Come on. I can't see it very well, to tell you the truth. So we're both just flying blind here. Here we go. Now let's get her down into position. Should fall right in that slot if we get there. Something like that. And just bolt her on down. So it just helps retain those wires. There we go. Alright, that's done. I don't want to go ahead and put my oil pump on, do I? Guess I at least put the drive gear on. It's pretty easy. Yeah, there ain't no washer. Yep, she should be seated. Guess we should grab a flywheel, the nut that went with it. Find what I done did with her. Thought I done set it down in my bag here. Maybe I did not. I'll have to find it in a little while. Remember, this one's a little bugger to get on there. Don't like to really go down there, not without a little bit of force. See, is it even lined up? Have to like work it down. Come on now. I have to play with this keyway a little bit. May just have to. Remember, she was tough last time. a couple smacks. That should be about her. Yep. That'll do it. But I do have to find my nut, which I think I just found. I believe that is her. Nope, that is not it. I have to find where I set it. I don't think it's that one neither, but I could be wrong. Nope. It sure looks like it. She don't really want to go on there well though. Don't think I boogered these threads up. So let's look. I could have buggered them a little bit. And getting the crank knocked back in. Let's see. Not quite sure that was that. I have to find that sucker. Not quite sure that's the one. But we'll find it. It may actually. No, ain't that guy neither. I know that for a fact. I want to say that was it, but we'll find it later. Let's see. Guess next we just gotta clean up our sealing surface. Hopefully she's still pretty clean down in here. I know it's been a while. I cleaned it up fairly decent actually. Let's see. Just change the brake clean. That's what I use. Works pretty well for getting this motor seal off. Plus it'll let you know if you got any cuts or scrapes on your hand. Let me tell you that much. Yeah, she's a little dirty. A little bit more. Turn her on around here. Got her. See, that's pretty well got her. So I cleaned up the piston already. Let's pull that out. I think I put the clips back in it. I did. With the pin. Only thing I got left to do, so I gotta go I got a new wristband bearing for it. I gotta go get it out of the truck. I had it there for a while. So let me go grab that. I'll be right back. Alright folks, we're back. Got a new oil stock needle bearing. Ooh, she's a little tight. Tire as I expecting. See if I got some looby dooby somewhere I can spray it with. That'll probably work. At least I can start rolling. So she's a little tight. See how she fits in here. Oh yeah, much better than the old one was. Much better. That ain't much at all. Play that upper rod bearing. Alright. Now we got to get our piston back in. It's in pretty decent shape. Nothing really. Let's see. So I guess we'll do it this way. Grab my needle nose. Pull this pin out. This thing can be a pain in the butt sometimes to work out of here. There you go. It's pretty good. Pretty good circlip. So we can send it back out that side. There we go. Pretty tight through that bearing. Definitely tighten that bearing up a lot. Let's get it all the way punched through. There she goes. The other one's pretty well seated in. Let's get this side. See, I want to point it up. Wait till I have that other one. I try to put them both the same way. Alright. So with rotation, like so. That's where it gets fun. Try and get these little bad boys in here. They do not like to go. Especially if they ain't got dual ears on them. They'd be pretty tough. Come on now. I may pause y'all while I do this because it can take a minute sometimes. Oh, we got you. Gosh, we had it. Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Go in there. Just give her a spin around. Make sure she's seated. She's pretty darn seated. We'll point it up. Go ahead and bend that guy in a little bit. There she goes. She's pretty well seated down through there, I believe. If anything, I could go down just a touch, but I think it's okay. Alright, got that guy in. We need that. Gotta clean off my fingers. We'll be able to set the head down. Should work. So that's how her head look like. She's pretty clean. Alright. Let's go ahead and put our ring compressor on here. Make sure she'll compress them down all the way. So that's got to play with it. Get them down all the way. It's good. Grab our Moto seal. Brand new. I always love a brand new tub of it. Sometimes you do just gotta go get another one. Mine was pretty old. I've had it for quite some time. Make sure you I always put a generous amount. You don't have to put that generous amount on it. We'll set that back there. Let's roll this back a little bit. Set that guy back there so we can get up here in the front side of it. I usually use a fairly generous amount, nothing crazy. You just want to have a pretty darn good seal. have something to compress and squish to seal. There you go. Should give it a pretty good shot. I go around my bolt holes. I know some folks don't care. I do it. That's just my personal preference. I'll go around, get any excess that went down there. Wasn't much. Wipe my fingers off. I'll do a little bit around this guy, not a whole lot. Come on. Don't like to get it on that inner jug, really. Don't do nothing up there anyway, so I wipe the excess off there. I just try to get it down in that crack. I ain't saying that's the way it's supposed to be, I'm just saying that's why I like to do it. So, take it for what it's worth. That's it. Everybody's a little bit different. Everybody likes to do things their own way. This is how I like to do mine. Get around that jug. Slide some of that back down in there. Same with that. Probably make a good line around it. There we go. Get it back off that jug. Sit it down there. That also lets your little bit that's on the cylinder or on the case start tacking up. Put another glob right through there. Try to make sure none gets down in our impulse. Go that way, come back around. Bolt holes now. There we go. So I make it very thin right around the impulse just because I don't want none getting off in there. That should allow it to seal up. I guess she's already getting pretty tacky. So let's take our ring compressor. Compressor rings. Let's get this guy out of the way. Let's go to work. I'll spin it on around. That way I can use this on my left hand while using my right on the jug. Just how I like to do it. You do it how you want to. There we go. Slide that to the bottom. It's gonna get in your sealant just a little bit, but make sure you ain't got no lines through it and start working it down. Come on. Get this guy lined up on both sides. Fighting the compression from this sucker. I was wondering why it was coming off so daggum hard. Shoot. There we go. That'll help us. Make sure she's nice and tight down in there. I want just a little bit of sealer coming out all the way around. Looks like we got that. She's nice and tight down there. Send your bolts down. Don't forget, put your cap on your gasket maker. In this case, moto seal. Go ahead and get these suckers started. I don't know if that's the right one. It may be one bigger, if I remember right. Yeah, that's it. Alright, let's go to our opposite one. Get her started. Come back to this one. This one started. Make sure we got enough gap in there. We do. I had to narrow up the ears on this cylinder to fit down in this case. So I was trying to make sure she got enough gap in her. Alright, that should have it. Get them where they're just snug. Guess we couldn't go back to this one. There we go. That was snug. Go back up to this guy. Get her, get it snug. There it is. That one's snug. Alright. Now it's time to lock her down. That one's pretty tight. Back over here. That one. Yeah, she's pretty well. Got a pretty good seal on it. Snug this one. That one's tight. Go back down to this side. That one's pretty tight. That one's about, this one's about shot. That one's tight. Alright, let's roll over, see how she does. Seems like she rolls over pretty smooth. Very little play. Right there. That's what we're after. Alright. Cannot believe I left that spark plug in there and that's what was fighting me so bad. Alright, let's connect our kill wire before I forget about it. There we go. Let's see here. Got our gasket. Believe it went like so, right there. We'll grease her back up, see if we can reuse her one more time. Let's see, a little bit of grease. Grab that grease that came off of there. It's got some crap off in it. Let's just use this. There we go. Come back here to the back side. Grab a little bit more. Go Go on our backside. That typically you can get away with using these a couple times if you grease them. There we go. She's pretty well greased up now. Now we gotta go through the process getting this all back lined up. Stick her on there, see if we can get her to stick. Sometimes you can. This one's been used before, so she's probably not going to for us. That's okay. Sorry. She's a little off center. That's okay. Let's see, I need that guy, this guy, this guy. Need you two, and there's just a carb. I think that was it. Set this guy down in here, like so. Remember, did I put this on? Set down. I think I did. It goes like so. That's supposed to go like so, I believe. No, I had it right. I had it right. That's as long as it's done this. Yeah. Like so. Put it on there. And I was right. The second time I did it, I was right. Come on. Like that. It'll go something like that. Okay. These guys just go down in here. Well, gotta put it through this first. Well, through this guy, then this, and this at the same time. Get a throttle started. Put a carb on, like so. And get our gasket lined up. Put the gasket like so. Then get her in here. Come on. Slide back. There you go. So we can get her lined up right there. Now I can work on getting that throttle in there next. Just want to get this started. Is it this guy? Nope, one smaller. One bigger than that, which is, y'all help me out, right in front of me. There we go. Have that. So we can get this guy to line up for us. Sometimes I can snake it in there one way, just like that. time before. Let's see. There she goes. That's pretty well got it. Man, we're chasing just a little bit there. And we may be missing a little bit, but I think it'll suck it open. If anything, I put a washer behind our, let's go right here and get it the rest of the way. But that's got that. Probably gonna run a, what's called on this? Well, it's been forever. A velocity stack on it, just because I cannot find these filters to save my life. See if we're about to get squirted with fuel. It's been so long. May have dumped it out. Can't remember. It's been a long time since we got to play with this. That guy up underneath there. This will be a little bit tricky. Getting that guy on. Our fuel line. Take our needle nose. Can. Alright, I bet I could turn that. So we can get it turned up for us. There we go. We can turn it back down. Just gotta make sure she doesn't leak. Turn it back down. Out of the way. Yep, that's pretty well got her. I mean, we're talking about less than 1/8 of an inch of travel before it hits. I could probably work with it and get it the rest of the way there. She's not far though. Let's see, put spark plug back in. Tighten her on up. There you go. To put this fella back in there. She can be a pain sometimes too. Because these fins are a little bit thicker than the original. Okay, got that one. Now we got that one. Got one. I still gotta get this one to go down just a little bit further. There she goes. Pull that excess back out. Make sure she's locked down tight. You can pull it up and turn it however you need it. We'll turn her up like that. Keep it pretty well far away from our, what's it called? If need to, just pull it back through. As you turn it back that way. However you want to do it. I do like that design. Let's put our oil pump back on. Oil pump line. Still gotta find that nut. Let's see. We got our clutch. We'll go ahead and spin it back on. We won't put it on the whole way. Let's get that guy's seat on down there. A little bit smooth down in there. it's going to be reverse thread. Yeah, we got a pretty good squish all the way around that sucker. I think we'll be alright as far as seal leaks and whatnot. It's probably going to end up being crank seals, if anything, maybe carb seal, but we'll just have to see. That works pretty well. Does our throttle lock work? I don't know if it does. It was always kind of a pain before. There she goes. Yeah, throttle lock still works for 3/4. Good deal. I gotta find that nut for our flywheel. Like I said, I want to say it's this guy, but she's not wanting to thread on there. I don't want to force it. Booger up another thread. We can try it on one of these other cranks. Hold on. Nope, that is not her. Does not fit this crank neither. So I will have to find that crank nut, flywheel nut. And then I've got some new AV mounts for the handlebar, starter cover I'll have to put back on, muffler I'll have to put back on, but I'm getting pretty tired, so I think I'm gonna call it a night. I hope y'all enjoyed this. We're getting it back together. Hopefully we can get it running soon. I will have a vacuum tester coming to replace the broken one, so if it does have a leak, we'll be able to troubleshoot it more than just how I usually do it. Like I said, that pressure tester's been broke for, oh God, months. So usually you can tell which side is leaking if it's crank seal. If you turn it on one side or the other, you can pretty well figure it out. It's usually, in my case, it's usually the opposite side of wherever it's prolapsed. So say I turn it on its quote unquote right side, then if it goes pig rich, then I know it's flywheel side. That's how I usually troubleshoot it, and most of the time it works. But to help pinpoint it a little bit closer, we will I'll show y'all how to use a pressure tester. All you need is, you can buy 2 adapters or you can make them yourself. I've got the adapters here. I'll have to find them. I said just ain't used them in so long. And yeah, I'll show you how to do it. All you need is a cheap Amazon pressure tester / vacuum tester, these 2 adapters, some rubber, and that's it. You can pressure test about any saw if you have enough rubber. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you don't mind, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and we will see y'all in the next one. Thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all have a great night. Thanks, y'all.